Moving along now, we go to Mimi Nole. What's up, Mimi? My mom had a friend that she used to work with. Her name was Mimi. Her last name was Mimi Acquaviva. Corey. She was. Okay. She still is a very vibrant Italian woman. Very, very lively. I miss Mimi.
That's what Brady calls my mom.
Yeah, Mimi's that's a grandma.
Yeah, Mimi.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. Good stuff. Anyhow, Mimi says, it seems that the common practice is to give extensions and raises to coaches. Whatever happened to incentives and bonuses? Now, as I'm to do on this program, Corey, I sometimes see these questions. I like them, and I'm like, but I'm gonna maybe mold it. I was thinking of something else in my head. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and tell us to fire up our cameras. And then obviously, Corey, if you could fire up the generator for all of us, please. That's right, everybody. We're generating discussion. It's sparked by Cummins Lifestyle. One word, follow them on Instagram. Next week, your last opportunity to submit a question into the Renegade Express mailbag in generating discussion and get a shot at not only winning a monthly gift bag of swag from Cummins, but also the grand prize drawing, which is going to go down the first week of December, Corey. We'll be generating, or rather drawing, a grand prize winner. You will get to choose whether it's a Cummins portable generator or a Cummins portable power station. You got to be a member of warchant.com. I mean, if you need any more incentive, I don't know what to tell you. But come on home. Subscribe. The 150 deal going down. You can be part of all this. So, Corey, the reason I like this question from Mimi, it kind of made me think, when we're going to this whole transfer portal, transient era now of college football, the whole thing used to be for coaches. Well, by the way, the question to Mimi is like there's both, right? There's incentives and bonuses, but it dwarfs the guaranteed annual salary that you're getting as a coach. Norvell got money for winning the ACC championship game and making it to a bowl, things like that. But in this day and age, we heard so much in the past, Corey, right? You know, you needed like a 3 or 4 year extension so you could go into a young man's living room with his family, like, I'll be there all 4 years that your kid's going to be at college. But in this day and age, when the portal and everything is so transient, and you can leave and everything is so year to year, will we see a move away from these? I don't want to say mega contracts. There's going to be mega dollars involved, but maybe we don't need to do an 8-year deal. Maybe we can get away with just doing like a 3-year extension or something along the lines of that. Is that perhaps on the horizon, or is that just hoping against all hope at this point?
No, I think business is going to start changing because of this. Number one, there's going to be $20 million a year they have to spend on I guess they don't have to, but we'll be spending on athletes for the revenue sharing.
Across all sports,
but we all know where most of it's going. But even still, it just doesn't make sense in this day and age, like you said. Like, I think, honestly, Florida State is a cautionary tale of why. Now, Indiana didn't take that caution, which is crazy, but because I don't know who they were bidding against. At least in Florida State's case, you could obviously make the argument they were bidding against Alabama or trying to keep him from Alabama. I don't know that anybody was knocking down Cignetti's door to that extent.
Can you even anticipate a top 10 job that's going to open that you would need to do this for? Or like, are you scared as Indiana that even a top 20 job opens up, like North Carolina opens up and Cignetti runs a UNC?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Bizarre.
It was very bizarre. I don't know who they were bidding against necessarily. So that was, I would have thought the presidents and ADs might have taken a look at 1-9 Florida State and been like, let's give it another year or two. Cignetti's not going anywhere. But also, I don't think you need to extend. Not like crazy extensions. It's crazy that Jimbo was his 10 years at A&M?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, that's just stupid. It's just outrageous. There's no reason to do that. There's no point in it anymore. As Aslan said, it used to be when you went into somebody's home, you didn't want to go into a home with less than a 3-year or 4-year contract because it didn't guarantee you'd be there and that was just something the agents sold the, quite frankly, ignorant ADs and presidents that had to be done. Is, look, you got to give my guy an extra 3 or 4 years so all these high school recruits know he's going to be there. Man, high school recruits are breaking down contract terms. Come on, man. That's not happening. It was just an excuse in a way for them to make more money for their clients, which is their job. I hope and think, honestly, that presidents and ADs, because of the high turnover in this sport now, like incredibly high, even on the rosters, that they will veer away from these crazy extensions.
Yeah, so Jimbo's deal was originally 10 years and then 4 years into it. So he signed in 2017 and 2021.
So in 2021, he still had 6 years left on his deal.
They gave him 4 more. They gave him a 4-year extension to keep him in a 10-year window.
Again, who were they bidding against? What were they afraid of? It just doesn't. It
well,
doesn't
LSU, I guess.
Again, I guess. Yeah, LSU's gonna. It's finally gonna work out for Jimbo. Yeah, I just think that's. We'll see if the presidents and ads ever understand this and like flip the leverage. But right now, Jimmy Sexton runs the sport, and they're afraid to death of Jimmy Sexton. I do think, though, as more money gets filtered down to the players, and you see the turnover in this sport and the wild fluctuations in this sport, that presidents and ads will finally determine, okay, it makes no sense financially for us to give this guy 4 more years. None. It does nothing for our program. It's only a risk. There's no reward to it. There's just no reward to it. So I think raises will always be a thing. And you can earn raises. Yeah, the ungodly extensions to get to double-figure years is just preposterous, because go look around college football, Aslan. Legitimately, how many coaches at their current schools have been there for a decade? Are there any?
Kirk Ferentz.
Yeah. Is that it? One?
Yeah. Dabo, I guess.
Dabo. So we could probably end up naming 3 or 4 total out of 130. So it's just ridiculous. You shouldn't ever go above a 5-year, like max 5 years. Like if he's got 3 years left on his deal, you give him 2 more years. No. Going up to 10 is just preposterously dumb. And I do think the landscape of college football will hopefully change this mindset with ADs and presidents.
I would like to see incentives and bonuses for the players, but they're going to get their guaranteed money now, which I can live with. I mean, because if $20 million spread out over all these players, all these different sports, I think it's going to end up being a reasonable number to which I would be comfortable with. And then the whole thing is they're going to have to create some kind of deterrent where, like, all right, like, listen, anything above this, you're going to get a loss of 15 scholarships, or you're going to get like some real big, like you're going to be postseason banned. There's going to have to be some kind of real teeth and deterrent to not let people go above and beyond this moving forward. But that's about the players, not the coaches. The question came from our own Mimi Nole over the warchant.com message boards. You too can be part of generating discussion and have the opportunity to win a free, literally there's no strings attached. You're going to have a free Cummins portable generator or power station. It's up for grabs first week of December. Get involved, everybody.